resolves to that E7. And then it goes to a D minor. I play it there because I think in the studio version I hear somewhat of a hammer on. And then back to the E7. You could also play that D minor here. Or I'll leave that up to you. And then back to the E7th. And after, let me see. Again to the F. Now to a straight D, D major. Then it drops down to the minor. To a G, to a C, and you just drop down to the B root. And then all you do here is just add the E7 formation. So that's the E7. Now the chorus. Pretty much just like the intro where there's an A minor, so instead of it's just an A minor chord. And that one right there is instead of, it's just, which is just hammering on the 5th string, then you're playing a double note at the 5th fret of the 3rd and 4th strings. Then it goes into another chorus, sorry, another verse, but the bridge of the song goes from right here to a straight F major bar chord. Why do I lie to myself? To a D minor, to G, C, the B root, again to the F, to the D minor. Now this is a walk. This one's just on the C, and I did a little back to the E7th. So that brings us out of the bridge back into the beautifully broken. And the solo that he does live goes, and he does switch up to the neck pickup, gives a warmer feel, but still clean. And I think. Well, I know here I've got the Burstbucker 1 and the Burstbucker 2. The Burstbucker 1 is a little bit lower output, so it allows you to have a bit of a cleaner, not as overdriven sound for the solo. So that right there is just doing a bend where you're not hearing the original note so much. It's more just you're going, as this hand's coming down, the other hand's coming up. And that's one where it helps to use the fingers too. You get that snap attack. And practicing your vibrato there will help. I don't know if that's like a B.B. King style vibrato or not. I know he's got the butterfly vibrato or whatever he calls it. But anyway, Warren does this lick a whole lot. That's a favorite riff of his, or lick of his. So anyway, so and that I'm almost positive is a B.B. King lick where, and for some reason it helps to do it with the pinky. The pinky just helps, almost with the fleshy part of the pinky, where you let the note ring a little longer almost than is natural, but it creates a pleasant effect and helps to rake it. So I'm raking with a mixture of muting here with my right hand and muting with these fingers of my left hand. And of course you slide down. After you let it ring for just enough time, so So that one requires a little practice and strength from your first finger to be able to bend. And then just that same intro lick. Yeah, you can hear him switch over to the bridge pickup and then into the bridge again. Alright, so that's the majority of the song, really. The song is actually pretty simple, just between the intro riff and the verse. Those are really the only main parts, because the chorus is the same as the intro, and then you've got the bridge. Now the solo. Alright, and also, I haven't ever shown you guys my tone port and the way it actually works. So, if you want to take a look here, and I'm just realizing now this video is taking already 15 minutes, so I might have to break this up into 2 parts. Anyway, so here I've got my computer. There's a Line 6 tone port right there. That's the UX2. That's all I'm plugged into. That's hooked up to these speakers right here. What you've been hearing is just my computer speakers. And right there is the software, which right now what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to, instead of the AC30 that I've got there, we're going to switch over to, I've got my Marshall Plexi sound, which I'll let you hear right now. That's the Marshall Plexi, which is good for chords, and then I've got the Tube Screamer setting, which is pretty much the Marshall, but now with a Tube Screamer in front of it. And that is what I use for most of the Gov't Mule solo stuff. So. It's a little bit mid-rangey and harsh, I find, but as far as computer speakers go, you know, the setting works. Anyway, all right, so now into the solo. All right, so he's doing the here I go again. I think that's what it is, yeah. Anyway. So right there, it's almost as though he's ever so slightly overbends. So that one's, and then this is another favorite kind of riff of Warren's, like when he'll go, which is the I think in all the patterns and all the pentatonic patterns, that's probably called, that's the 4th pattern, yeah, which is a back to A. So if we're in A pentatonic right now, 5th pattern would be, and 4th pattern is, with the root being right there. So anyway, a lot of the solo takes place in there, especially the, so anyway, so there's another place where the finger strength really comes in handy. And that lick right there, he does pretty quickly, but it's really just playing up the scale in that 4th pattern. So. And that right there, that's another favorite kind of typical traditional Warren lick, is he'll go work down a scale, but by bending quickly every note. Like, that's similar to the where a lot of notes are being bent successively, and this one is more of a decreasing one, not an increasing. So it's.